Hey y'all, I'm Amber and welcome to the Ambient Life. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how I somewhat accomplished highlights with temporary color on a flexi rod set. And y'all, it ain't looking too shabby. It's not looking too bad. So if you're interested to see what products I use and how I did this, just stay tuned. If you guys haven't seen recently, I finally got a flexi rod set right. So I'm gonna have that video linked above. And now, of course, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna try something else. So in the past, I've done a couple of temporary hair color videos. I'll have those linked below. So today I wanna try something like that, but with the flexi rod set, now that I know how to do it. So if you're interested in seeing that, just stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I'm not gonna do too much into what I'm using and how I do my flexi rods because I have my flexi rod success video that out there. I'm using the same products because if it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix it. So what I'm gonna start off with, the same things in that video, is the extra creamy leave-in conditioner from Donna's Recipe, and then I'm going to be using the Crazy Sexy Curl all-in-one setting foam on top of that. The difference is this time I'm gonna be trying out the As I Am Bold Gold temporary color. So this is what it looks like. I have tried this before. It's been a while actually, but it's very similar to the other few colors that I've done, but it was a different brand. So I'm gonna try this one out now. Ooh. As I'm reading this, I'm like, the way I thought I was gonna try it, it's not gonna work. I was gonna try to do highlights with this because I've always done like an ombre. I just don't know how highlights are gonna work because this has to be done on wet hair. Amen. I just thought of something. So yeah, let's just try it, see if it works out. I'm gonna go ahead and section off my hair into 4 sections, apply the leave-in, and start doing the rods and applying the foam. And then when I start adding the color, that's when I'm gonna come back and film, because like I said, I already have this video for the most part out. So yeah. All right, y'all, so the first thing that I'm doing differently from the last time that I did this is that I am leaving some sections out. So I am sectioning off like this section, and this is another section. Each of these is the section for a rod. But what I'm doing differently is I'm only putting, right now, foam and wrapping a few of the sections. I'm leaving a few of the sections out, which you see here, which are the ones that are gonna have color on them, because I want this to be more of like a highlight look rather than an ombre look. So I am leaving those sections out, and I'm gonna do those sections all at the same time. I thought I was gonna do the whole section together, but then I realized I would have to be switching from like gloves on to gloves off because of the color. So what I decided to do is just go ahead and do all of my non-color sections of my hair, get those wrapped so they can start drying, and then these sections where I'm gonna have color, which are gonna give me my highlight, I'm gonna do those all together. That's the plan in my head. We'll see if it actually is like executed and it works. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rods in, the rods that are gonna be without color in my entire head. And then when I come back and start doing the rods with the color, I'll come back on camera to show you guys how I'm doing that. All right, y'all, I don't really know how this is gonna turn out, but if it works, hopefully, you know, you guys can give this a try. I'm going, dang, are these sized? Probably. Got me some gloves because I don't want this color transferring, getting all over my nails, all that good stuff. So I think I got the wrong size gloves. All right, so in each one of these sections, I have pinned down the portions that I'm gonna put the highlight in. I'm gonna go ahead and try the front just because I can see it better and you guys should be able to see it better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more, actually I didn't put this on any of these sections yet. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Crazy Sexy Curl in all 3 of these sections because I don't want my color slipping out on top of this. So I'm gonna give this a second to kind of soak into each one of the sections. But I'm gonna take some of the As I Am curl color. This says Section hair often applied to damp hair from root to tip. Use a generous amount based on thickness of hair. Twist or rake through the hair for desired style. Use a hood dryer or handheld diffuser to completely dry your curl color application to avoid color transfer. And it says air drying, but we're not air drying. So this is what we're gonna try. It's the same color as the curl color that I've used before. Part of me wants to have some blonde in me apparently. But what I'm gonna do is I am just going to smooth out the section and go in with some of the gold. And I am just gonna go from root to tip like it says. Putting that in my hair. It's giving yellow, but we're going to see. But that's what it looks like. I'm sure it's probably gonna get on some of the other hairs. It literally looks crazy right now, but we're gonna see how it actually turns out. I'm gonna do the last one in this section, and then after I finish this one, I am going to just do the same thing in the other sections. This section had 3 pieces of hair. I think my other sections have at max 4. Again, because I didn't want to do too much with it, but I wanted to have, you know, here and there some highlights. Probably should have done one of the top pieces, but if it came out dusty, I just didn't want to have that up there. So, ooh, got my light going out. Amen. Ooh, child, I don't know. I'm gonna continue in these other sections. So, and to show y'all, I don't think I showed y'all at first, this is about the amount of color that I'm using for each one of these little sections, because it says as much as you want, and I want them to be pretty saturated. So, yeah, but the rod sizes that I'm using back here have no actual reasoning behind them, other than the fact that I ran out. All right, you guys, it has been a long night. I think I started this process forever ago. It probably took me about like 2 hours to dry my hair, but the rods are looking good. Now, this color, I'm not so sure. It's definitely very potent, but it's kind of like, I don't know, caked up in sections. I don't know if you guys can tell. It is transferring for the most part. It's like on my shirt, it's on my fingers. Y'all probably can't tell. It's like on my arm. So it is still coming off some, but I'm hoping that when I actually take these down, like when I unravel and separate, that it begins to look a little bit more natural and not like I just painted strands of my hair, because that's literally what it's giving off right now. But I think from a highlight standpoint, it's like I only did a few of these, but I feel like they're everywhere. But hopefully it'll come off more like a highlight. I got one down here that is giving up already, but the rest of them, good tight curls. I'm gonna let you guys see the back, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. I'm just gonna put these up in a bonnet, not gonna stretch them or pineapple or anything like that. I'm gonna kind of let them fall naturally tomorrow, but I will come back on here tomorrow and separate and fluff so you guys can kind of see what they look like as the color sort of prayerfully looks more natural. So let y'all see the back, and then I'll see y'all in the next clip. Oh, also for any of you guys wondering about the color, whether it comes out, I actually spilled it all over my carpet in multiple spots, and it has come out fairly easily. So it is truly temporary. So even if it has like transferred to my arm and my clothes, this is my shirt. I'm pretty confident it's gonna wash out, but I will definitely let you guys know if I see anything otherwise at the end of this video when I review the whole process. So I'll see y'all in the morning. All right, guys, so it is the next morning. I'm feeling a lot more rested than I did last night. I just put like a bonnet over my hair, took it down, and I've been letting it kind of fall a little bit today. These still look really good, really held. It's still giving Crayola crayon up in here. But I'm gonna go ahead and separate and fluff for you guys on camera so you can kind of see how it looks and turns out. And then I'm headed out to dinner tonight, so once my hair is completely done and it's probably had some more time to fall, I'll show you guys the finished look. But let's go ahead and start taking down these flexi rods. It's still giving fake color, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing this. I'm gonna go actually look in the mirror and see if there's like any way that I can make this work and not look as fake. It's still really pretty. I just don't want it to look like, I mean, it is temporary color, but I don't want it to look like crayons. Y'all feel me? So let me go, and of course, whatever I end up doing, I'll come back on this side and tell y'all about it. All right, y'all, so I have worked on this side a little bit, and it's looking a little bit more like highlights and a little less like color, just splotched in my hair. So I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing to kind of help that, and this is a great one because it's just everywhere. So what I'm doing is separating it first, which helps initially to get some of that. And then what I'm doing is just taking a piece, and in the spots where it's really thick, like up here, I'm just kind of running my finger across it, and it just sort of dissolves it a little bit, basically, and makes it not look like that stark, you know, spot in each section. So the same thing here, show you guys, like this one has some specks. I'm just kind of rubbing. I still have oil on my hands as well. Rubbing those sections. It's kind of hard when you are doing, see how those are kind of gone? And that kind of helps it not look like it has those like specks that definitely make it look very fake. So that is what I did. Now, next time I definitely won't do all the way up to the roots in some places, but I think this is giving a little bit more like what I was going for. I'm probably gonna take this one down a little bit. It's a little loud, but I'm gonna continue and go ahead and fluff out and get, you know, all of these separated. You guys see what I've done to kind of get rid of some of the spots that look like fake color. And I'm gonna come back and let y'all see what it actually turns out looking like. I think I'm gonna stick with it. I'm definitely gonna stick with it because all of the time it took. But I think it may end up coming out pretty cute. So I'll see y'all in the next clip. All right, y'all, so I have let my hair fall a little bit. I did have to do a decent amount of like piece by piece, making sure they didn't look too like crayon-y. But all I did was take, I was using my fingers at first, and I think I showed you guys that on camera. But what I started doing instead was actually taking a paper towel and just kind of rubbing it across the part of my hair that was really like crayon looking. And I don't know, I actually kind of like it. Like, it's actually kind of cute. The back looks good. The hold is there. It didn't actually like draw up my ends as much. I think it's because I did it wet. So this is definitely the way to go. I think before I tried to do this, I'll have that video linked above if I still have it up. I may have taken it down, but before I think I tried to do it on dry hair, like blown out hair, and it made my ends curly. This is different because my hair was wet, so it gave the color the ability to kind of go in and not revert my hair, if that makes sense. But it does come off when I wash my hands, all those good things. It's not flaking. I will say this one, and compared to the other one, this one does not flake much at all. Like, it's taking a lot for me to get it off, like with a paper towel or with my fingers or anything like that. So yeah, I actually like this. You know, summer I like to play around with color some, and I haven't done it in a while, but I'm gonna let you guys get into it, let y'all see what it's looking like, the back, all that good stuff. Alright, y'all, so that is it. That is my hair. I love the way it turned out. I think it's really cute. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna rinse it out. It has a pretty good hold from using those products that I used in my last video when I did a flexi rod. So yeah, if I could change anything, I think I probably wouldn't go as heavy on the color. I think yesterday when I was like rubbing the color on each one of my sections, I was really trying to saturate it. But when I'm doing like a highlight like this, it's not necessarily that they're really bold gold. That's the name of the color. Anyway, that's not really the goal. And so I think I was trying really hard to saturate the sections of my hair with the color, and I don't think that's necessary. You can just kind of rub it on there and wrap it around the rod, and it's gonna give you a highlight look. So that's the only thing I would probably change if I did it again. And I would still do it the same way, where I did all of the regular rods first and then doing the color rods second in each section of my hair, because it kind of helped keep like my pieces that aren't highlighted to stay the color that they are, rather than having that color all throughout my hair. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope y'all like when I try to do something a little different, especially with temporary color. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section. And if you're not subscribed to The Ambient Life and you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.